see how this sounds, and we'll go from there. Perfect. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Eric McCabe here with Team Dynamic Discs. It is almost fall. Well, it is fall technically. We're at the end of October already, which is just pretty crazy to think that we're already almost through this year, which is probably a blessing in disguise, potentially, hopefully. We'll see. Kind of hoping that 2021 is a little better than 2020 as far as the craziness goes, right? So yeah, it's just been a crazy year, but enough about that. I'm here for one thing, to talk to you guys about the 2020 version 4 Team Series discs from Dynamic Discs. I got a box of them right here. I'm gonna open up and go through them and show them to you, talk about them a little bit, and I am excited about these. So let's get right into it. I'm not sure when this video will be out. Probably tomorrow would be my guess, is when I'm gonna try to edit it tonight and get it released tomorrow. So tomorrow being Thursday, the 22nd of October. Is that right? Today's, yes. God, I'm sorry guys, I can't keep my days together anymore. Tomorrow, the 22nd of October, and this is going to be the first release of a few of these discs. I will have on here somewhere, maybe over in this area, where the releases, each disc, when they're releasing and all that good stuff. So a couple of them I know are already out there and good to go. And right away, we see the Warden. We got AJ's Wardens right here. These are all going to be Moonshine Chameleon X plastic, Lucid X, Chameleon, Moonshine plastic. So all of these are going to glow. That is super cool, especially this time of year. I know we're starting to lose light, and the end of the days are just kind of, you don't even have time to get out and play after work anymore, it seems like. So what a great time to release some Moonshine plastic, so you guys can get out there and go throw some discs after work, school, whatever it is you're doing. And then the weather hopefully is a little cooler where you're at. And yeah, so the Warden, I'm pretty stoked on these. We did a whole zombie theme for them all, which is kind of cool. Shout out to Kevin Schaefer, our graphic designer, who came up with all these designs. He actually hand drew each one of these. So props to the guy. The guy does amazing work. So thanks, Kevin, for doing that. I know that this was a lengthy process getting all these done, but shout out to Kevin for doing that. So we got the Warden for AJ Risley. Up next, we got Other Eric with the Felon. Now keep in mind, since these are Moonshine, they're going to be pretty limited in colors. I think really all I've seen are the kind of aqua, bluish, seafoamish, and pink. There's a couple white, pearly ones in there that if you're lucky enough to get them, but yeah, for the most part with the Moonshine, we are a little limited on what colors, and with the production schedule and all that, trying to get these out. And yeah, so we got the EO Felon right there. These things are pretty dope, pretty sweet looking. Shout out to Kevin once again. Up next, we've got, oh, and as far as these two go, they're pretty close to the same as far as the runs that we've had in the past. The Warden, obviously, and then the Felon. I'd say they're relatively flat. They have a slight rise in the middle of the disc there, but for the most part, they're pretty flat. So I think they're going to be beefy. I mean, they're Lucid X Felons. They go left for me. So Clemens, we got Clemens Stamp right here. These are all zombified, kind of cool. This is the Verdict. Once again, pink and teal. They have a little bit of a dome to them. I know one of the first runs of Lucid X Verdicts, when they came out, they were relatively flat, and they were not quite as overstable as Chris was hoping. These came out with a slight dome to the top of them, and they're beefy. They have a nice finish, something between, if you're looking for, if you're a Verdict thrower and a Justice thrower, and you're looking for something kind of in between those two, these Lucid X Verdicts are absolutely what you need. They're going to be nice and overstable. So next up, we've got the Melton Mavericks. We got similar colors. Once again, as I mentioned, we got the Zach Zombie there. Pretty cool looking. He looks a little psycho in this, I think, but it's kind of cool. Why not, right? I think we all look a little psycho on these stamps. So the Maverick is got a little bit of a dome, not a whole lot of dome to him. Feel really great in the hand, just like all the other releases, the version 1s through 3s. These are going to be no different. You need this one to complete your series of all 4. So the Maverick. Next up, we got Paige, Shoe, and the Sheriff. These are pretty sick. This is I think Paige's. It's a tie between Paige and AJ. I think on which the stamp looks the coolest. Paige has the full gas mask on there. I think that's pretty sick. Pretty cool looking right there. Sheriff, these came out kind of in between the last run and the first runs. The first runs were kind of a little flat and they were a little more understable. You couldn't really rip on them. And then the next 2 runs actually, 2 and 3, both had super dome on them, almost like a bowl that you could eat your cereal out of if you wanted. But these came out kind of in between those 2, which excites me because that means that they're going to be stable. They're going to be perfectly overstable for what we want this mold to be, which means I will be able to get out there and really rip on them and trust that it's going to fade back at the end. So I'm excited to get this one in the bag and give it a try. So next up, we're going to switch gears a little bit and head over to Nico LaCastro. Nico got the Fortress previously for his Tour Series disc, the VIP X, and we decided let's change it up a little bit for this run. We got VIP X Anvil. Sorry, it's hard for me to spit out for some reason. VIP X Anvil. People were asking about these online, how they came out, if they came out with dome or flat or concaved. I would say they are about as flat as a pancake, flat as you could possibly get, which tells me that this disc is going to be beefy. I think it's going to be a fantastic add to the bag. Nice forehand approach. It's super flat, so it kind of has that nice feel to it that you can get out there. This is just going to be a good disc overall. I think Nico made a wise decision by switching over to the Anvil, and it's going to be popular. There's no doubt about it. This is going to be a popular one. He's got we're all zombies on the DD side and Latitudes actually as well. But Nico looks a little bit more like a vampire here, and I think this is a pretty cool stamp too. I think he did a great job with this stamp as well. So support Nico and pick yourself up one of those. And up next and last that I'm gonna show you and talk about is the Emac Truth. Once again, pink, teal, seafoam, blue, whatever you want to call it. These came out just like the last runs, just a little bit of a dome to them. They're going to be nice and overstable. You can really put some power behind this disc. I love the way this disc feels in the hand. I'm very excited about this one as well, as you probably already could assume that I'm going to be excited about this one right here. So yeah, I'm stoked, man. Thank you guys so much for always picking up Emacs and buying them and supporting me. It really means a lot to me. I know I'm not much of a player anymore, but I do still do a lot of things off the course. So I probably won't be playing a whole lot of tournaments in the future. I for whatever reason, my mind is just shifted over to growing the sport in other ways. Course design has just been a passion of mine. I absolutely have really enjoyed it and been quite successful at it, putting in quite a few courses over the years, and I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. And I miss playing. I do. Don't get me wrong. I miss being out there and competing, especially with the way the events are going now, with all the big, huge purses that are out there. Like shout out to the winner Kevin Jones and Haley King for winning $20,000 a piece at the Pro Tour finale. That's just the championship. That was just amazing to see. It really shows how far our sport's come from way back in the day when I was traveling and touring full time. I think the biggest My biggest payday on tour was probably my world title, which was right around $5,000, $5,500 or something like that. Now I got taken care of in bonuses and all that good stuff, but the amount of money these players are playing for now, it really brings that level of professionalism to the sport. And shout out to CBS Sports for letting us take over their airways for 4 days, and ESPN2. I cannot wait to watch that coverage. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ESPN2 covered the final day, or rather they partnered with the Disc Golf Pro Tour, and the finale, the championship, is going to be on ESPN2. Sometime, I don't have the official date off the top of my head, but I know it's going to be around Thanksgiving. So when you're out there in the holidays with the family, you can turn it on and watch the finale. It's awesome. It's so cool to finally see that taking place, and our sport's definitely getting bigger and better. And it's been an awesome ride. I absolutely love every minute of it. But that being said, I don't see myself being on the player side much, but I definitely see myself being involved in the sport one way or another for many, many years. So thank you so much for purchasing Emacs. And for that matter, all of these discs, or any tour player discs, as I always mention, your support, it does go a long way. It does mean something. So thank you so much. These discs, some of them are going to be releasing tomorrow. That list is right here. And the rest of them are going to be releasing a little bit later, November 4th, I believe is when it is, November 4th or November 5th on retail at dynamicdiscs.com, or your favorite local retailer, or your online retailer, however you get your discs. Just make sure that you make sure that they have them in stock, that they're picking these up, and you can pick one up. So also want to give a shout out to Latitude's 4 discs that are coming out as well: the Emerson Keith Explorer, the Albert Tom Recoil. I should have been a little more prepared for this. The Johnny McRae Fuse, which is fantastic, and the Kristen Tatar Pure. And all of those are also going to be the Opto X Moonshine release. And I believe 3 of those released Thursday, and then the Johnny McRae's, it releases November with ours. I know it's a little after Halloween. That was a struggle that we had, but it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, they are Halloween themed discs, but with production and getting them here in time, with the craziness going on, that we can't keep discs in stock super easy. So the fact that we even got these version 4s done is fantastic and awesome. So apologize for them not coming out on Halloween, but it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. So a few of them will be out before that, but a few of them won't. But thank you guys so much again for watching. I always appreciate it. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I'm going to do a little more through this off season. Maybe a couple fishing videos, we'll see. But a couple doggy videos, maybe a couple bike videos, we'll see. But thanks again for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like my stuff. And we'll see you next time.